Good morning. I'm going to make a video today on the hazards of making videos. Now, you know, my last partner was Doc, who was an alcoholic. And he was such a bad alcoholic that he was known in this complex where we live in subsidized housing as a bad drunk. And if he did go out of his apartment, he would insult people on the elevator, you know how drunks do. And, you know, he'd get in fights, so he more or less confined himself to his apartment in order to keep out of trouble, not get arrested, not get evicted. And as it turned out, this was good for a video partner because nobody wanted him. Women didn't like him. He wasn't at all popular. And he did tell me if he sobered up, it would make a big difference. He would be so popular that he implied that there would be so many beautiful women after him that I wouldn't even be in the running. He knew it. And he had had four more beautiful wives than I was by far. I mean, I have a fat nose. At the time that he became my partner, I was heavier than he was. He had wonderful legs. Beautiful. The best looking legs I've ever seen on a man. But, like I say, women didn't really want a man just because of his legs, if he was always drunk. So, now I find when I try to consider a sober man, that the problems are much greater. If he's popular, he's so popular, I am not even able to, well, get him to be my video partner. He's too popular already. And, you know, because in a complex like this, a sober man is high premium. I mean, unbelievable. I mean, if you're not a heroin addict on methadone, you're not a recovering alcoholic, supposedly, you're not dying of smoking related diseases, emphysema, you're the exception rather than the rule. And if you're relatively healthy, oh, you're going to be highly sought after if you're a male. Because males tend to do a lot of stuff that's very bad for them, and they get into very decrepit condition pretty soon. If they got diabetes, they don't do what they're supposed to, so they get red legs, and pretty soon they can't walk, and you know, just stuff like that. And I myself am tremendously healthy for a woman my age. I don't have diabetes, I don't smoke, I don't drink. This is one reason why I still look like I do. And my skin, I've always worn hats for a long time, so my skin isn't too bad. People don't realize how the sun ages your skin. So, I'm just, you know, but women aren't nearly as sought after because they don't have the power, they're not perceived as being the great catalysts and valuable people that men are. So, and Doc could also sing, and I love karaoke. But you need a good singer for that. I practiced all last night. I just sound terrible. I can't, they're just going to turn off the channel if I sing. So I'm asking my grandson, who plays the guitar and sings, if he won't consent to be my guest singer and guitar player. because that's all I've got. I can't do it. And oh boy, and I just don't think that I can get a sober male who can talk well about current events, who's attractive. I'm not going to be able to get him because he's just going to be too popular, and he won't even consider something like this. And he might feel like that he could, I don't know, get jobs that will provide him with thousands. And he'd have to do it for nothing for me, and just out of the goodness of his heart. And then I'm getting awfully old, and oh good heavens, I wouldn't even try to get one my age, because they're usually all this just decrepit. They can just hardly even get out. And I'm sure I couldn't find one as young acting as I am. Even though that age 85, that sounds so damned old. And, well, it's relative. I mean, I talked to a guy this morning who's only 67, and he is very ill. My former pool playing partner's only 67, and he looks very bad. So I say it's relative. It's relative. Age is relative. Yes, so as long as your partner is healthy, like me, I can probably do almost anything. Even though I think that my irregular heartbeat must be a lot better because I feel very good. I'm doing a lot of walking. I could probably even have sex. But some 85-year-old women or men, they are in terrible conditions. They're just barely alive. You've seen them. I've seen them. It just depends on how well you've taken care of yourself. How many vices you have, that age you, like sugar. Now, I've been off sugar and trying very hard to control my sugar intake, which, if I can control that, there's a major problem with me. I'll just be home free. I mean, I'll be thinner, probably cutting off the top of my head. But anyway, I think I've talked long enough. You could see what the problem is. So, I don't know if I can get another video partner. I really don't. A male who's any improvement on dog, and I can't take another alcoholic, so what am I going to do?